Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Noodles at Noon, the show that focuses on things that are not worth focusing on. I am your host, who woke up this morning and decided to wear short sleeves for the first time in about 3 years. Hi, it's me, Ben, and we are joined, as always, by our wonderful friend and co-host, who has been wearing the same purple hoodie for the last 3 years. It's Noah!
I just want to say Lydia has already looked at her watch like she's bored.
Also, Lydia's here.
Hey, no, we're not there yet. And we're joined also by another wonderful friend and co-host who is rocking the green joggers with a Star Wars top.
Oh.
Is it a top?
Not joggers.
They're not joggers?
No. I'm just a small person. Okay. I'm offended. I'm not a jogger kind of person.
Are they slacks? It's Noah, but I mean, it's Michael, by the way.
They're called chino pants.
That feels like
racist.
something.
No, look it
That
up.
feels like something cultural that I'm going to let you talk about.
Whatever. Move on. Get on with it.
And we're joined this week by somebody who's been on the podcast a few times and owns more cardigan sweaters than I think anybody else in the state of Alaska. It's Jesse.
Hello. Welcome to my home, everyone.
Ah, yes, we're
and
back.
only hers.
We're back in Noah.
Also Noah's home.
Noah wasn't old enough to sign the mortgage. And introducing for the first time ever, somebody new to the podcast who has a wonderful selection of hoodies and is rocking an excellent maroon one today. It's Lydia.
Yay!
Hello. I'm not bored. My work group chat is just popping off after hours.
That's why I don't work.
What?
Yep.
I don't like group chats. Just avoid them. And thank you all so much for tuning in to our 5-person podcast this week. Coming to you live this week. Did I do the math right?
I was just doing a bit.
Okay.
Jesse
Jesse started counting, and I don't think good sometimes, so I was just making sure I hadn't missed anything.
No.
Coming to you live this week from the living room of Noah and Jesse. Literally, we're just going to actually start using where we're coming to you live from, even though we're not live. Welcome to Noah and Jesse's living room.
We are rusty.
We are, yes.
Just kidding. You're doing great.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can catch us anywhere podcasts are available, like noodlespodcast.com.
Noodlespodcast.com.
So on the podcast, whenever someone says noodlespodcast.com, you then repeat it back to them.
Noodlespodcast.com.
Noodlespodcast.com.
Noodlespodcast.com?
Noodlespodcast.com.
Yeah, we did it. And places like Stitcher, Anchor, Spotify, not YouTube Music, because
No.
we have to do a thing apparently to make that work.
We will have to
And-
upload 106 episodes.
Michael has to do that.
I was gonna say-
I can't commit to that.
We cannot stress how thing-doing adverse we really are. So we're not going to do that thing. But I'm sure there's another place podcast. iTunes podcast?
Yeah,
Apple
That's
Podcast.
Apple Podcast.
I already said that.
iTunes.
Anyway, you can pay $1.29 and get the podcast. Then you can download it that way. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We are going to have plenty of weekly updates to go through because there are 5 of us. Who was listed first on the show notes? It's Noah and Jesse. So Noah, you, I think, can go first because this is news to Jesse that you guys are going first. So Noah, you go first.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm very excited about doing a podcast shortly after the last one because I feel like I don't have to talk about here are the big milestone events that happened in the last few months. I can just tell a weird small story from the week like we used to do when we recorded a podcast every week. So I wanted to get your guys' feedback on if this thing that happened to me, if it really happened, or if I'm reading too much into it, or what. But I had a very, the town that we live in is very well known for, microbreweries, and we have lots of different spots. If you want a beer, you can go to about 800 spots in this town, it feels like. And I happened to kind of double book my schedule in a way where I was meeting 2 different groups of friends for drinks in Old Town. Michael's into that. He's
Sorry, no, Ben was adjusting the level, and I was like, yeah.
Michael got really excited about getting drinks.
We need more Noah.
So I went to the first place, which was awesome because Jesse was also there, having a separate meeting, hangout with friends. And so all the husbands of her coworkers were meeting there for drinks also.
Secretly.
So yeah, they didn't know that we were there. So we kept picking a person to randomly go walk by their table and like pass a note to their table. So I wrote a note specifically to Jessie telling her not to believe her boss's lies. And that was well received. Thankfully, she still has a job.
For now.
Yeah. But then after that, the next place I went, I wandered into this little brewery, and other than the group of guys that I was meeting with, there were like 2 other groups in this fairly large space. So it was pretty empty. But I walked up to go get a drink, and, you just make pleasant, like normal conversation with like a bartender or the person at the fast food counter, whatever, like just normal, how are you? And so he asked me how my night was going, and I was like, oh, it's going great. How about you? And he's like, he kind of like stopped what he was doing. He looks up and he goes, could be better. Wish I could be having a beer with you right now.
Oh.
Hmm.
And then
And I was like, oh, yeah, okay. And he's like, I don't think I've seen you here before. You come here often? And it's like, oh, I've been here a couple times before, but not super often. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, I haven't seen you around. And then he like poured my beer, and I left, and then I didn't go back and talk to him. But I don't know. How do I interpret that?
I mean, there are a few. I'm assuming he's told you this.
yeah.
Jesse.
And I was so excited. I was like, no, you got hit on by a bartender. This is so exciting. But that was my interpretation.
But maybe he was just friendly and like kind of strange in the way he went about being friendly.
Yeah, that's possible. I feel like
Not convinced.
bartenders is a certain industry where you have to know how to not be awkward about it. So I don't think any awkwardness was unintentional. Like, I don't think he's just an awkward person working as a bartender, because they're pretty well versed in talking to people on a daily basis.
He knew what he was
He
saying.
knew what
good
he was
point.
saying is what I'm trying to say. To play devil's advocate a little bit, if somebody came up to me and was like, hey, you're at work, I'm going to a baseball game, how are you doing? I'd be like, well, there are a very short list of people I wouldn't want to rather be going to a baseball game with.
Right.
Strangers included.
Yeah.
So let's say that guy really likes drinking beer with strangers. Maybe that's what he wants to be doing. And, maybe he's just a sociable guy.
Yeah, and that's exactly the other way I interpreted it. That's how I interpreted it initially, was just like, oh, he doesn't want to be working tonight. He just wants to be like having a beer with some friends. But
And then he slipped you his number and winked.
Oh.
I'm not sure now.
Then he passed you a hotel room key.
yeah.
Oh. Lydia's making cringe faces. Okay.
Lydia, what do you think?
I think Noah got hit on.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to interpret this as like, oh, someone thought I was nice, and leave it at that. And Jesse and I've worked through it. We've talked through it over many sleepless nights.
How long ago was this?
Yesterday.
For the record, he did look real cute last night. He was wearing a beanie and a flannel.
Oh,
You do love him in a beanie.
I do.
What? Hang on, wait.
Wait, yeah.
I don't
We've
know
had
why-
conversations.
Okay, yeah.
So anyway,
Do I need to start wearing beanies?
What, for
well,
me?
wait for Jesse or what?
No, for Lydia. Didn't Lydia?
I didn't say I like Noah in a beanie.
Oh, I thought you did. Okay.
We're going to have other talks and sleepless nights.
Yeah.
No.
5 people's too many. Okay.
Michael's over there just like,
I'm not
staying
getting
out of
sued
this.
today. I'm staying out of it.
Oh, it's time to do the weekly practice.
Oh, okay.
Everyone practice something.
Yep.
Okay.
do you guys now have like a game plan for the future? Are you going to go back to this bar? Are you?
I'm going to go back and be like, this is my wife. She would like to speak with you.
And then I like the idea of setting that up in a very assertive way and then introducing him to Jesse, which be like, hi.
Yeah. I'll wear one of my most professional cardigans. My most intimidating cardigan.
While you're at it, can you make me an Earl Grey tea?
I will drink my tea. Yes.
Speaking of Jesse being intimidating and tending towards violent hobbies, Jesse, what's your weekly update about?
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I don't have like a fun story with like a lead up or any kind of interactive part of my story where I ask the group, what do you think? I saw this cool kind of bird. So my week
So intimidating.
That's like genuinely my update. I had already planned my update, and this is what I thought would be most interesting for our listeners. I've been identifying more local birds, which has been really fun. I'm up to like 3.
Wow.
Blackbird, bluebird, whitebird.
No, more than 3. But there is a bald eagle that hangs out in our field, and he was there today. And the crows kind of hop around him and caw at him, and then if he looks at them, they like hop away. And I pulled over my car and just watched them today. So, we do have a lot of birds. And I just enjoy like walking outside, and if you listen, like you can start identifying them by their call, because they're really hard to see. Because they're
Getting
like,
choked out.
so passionate. I'm like choked on my spit. No, because like if you listen, you can identify them and then look for them, because they're hard to see without any like leaves in the trees right now.
Can you give us, you were doing some bird calls the other day because you were trying to lure birds. Can you give us a
I'm not going to
demonstration?
do one here with other people. But I learned how to do a chickadee call.
Ooh.
Yeah, what did it sound like again?
I don't remember. Michael, can you like clip in some chickadee noises?
Oh, yes.
Great.
There it is.
Yeah.
That was the chickadee call. My parents are old. So they've gotten into birding.
Oh no. Oh no.
No, that's
fair, Ben. It's okay.
Well, my mom recently downloaded an app, and I forget
The
what
Merlin
it's called.
app.
Is it Merlin?
I mean,
Is that what it's called?
that's the one I use.
But she can just like record audio, and it will tell you what birds were chirping at that moment.
Okay, that's cool.
It is cool, and she's played me some of these recordings, and it's like a 20-second recording of audio. And it's like 19 seconds of construction noise and cars driving past on the road, and my dad asking where something is in the house, and then you'll briefly hear like, and it comes back just like middle-aged white man. It's the bird you heard.
Here's a picture of Brian.
That's Brian.
Yeah, we should make an app that just does that.
Identifies like random people.
Yeah, this was
people in your
Brian.
That app is cool because it's Shazam for bird sounds, like same idea, and it works pretty well.
I think Daniel, another noodle.
He's a noodler.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a nudist.
He or his wife, I can't remember who it was telling me like they had that app open in their backyard one spring, and they recorded for a few seconds, and then it came back with like 19 different birds because they were all chirping at once, but it can identify each one.
It's like those photos they get back from the Hubble telescope or whatever the new one is. Is it James Webb? James Webb, where like you like see a empty like black space in the sky, and then they zoom in, and there's like a million
Cool.
stars and galaxies and whatnot. It's like that. You just have a tiny clip of sound, and there's a million birds.
Yeah. That's
They're
all
all
I
out there.
had. I mean, I did other things this week, but that's the most interesting one.
But she has a bird feeder. We have a bird feeder right out this window by Michael now. So it's been fun to watch some of the birds.
Are there any
Come
birds
creep
there,
up.
Michael?
Can't see him.
Blackbirds.
Good job, Jesse.
Yeah.
Michael, good old Michael. It's funny because it's has your initials in
Let's fix
the show notes, and I was about to read it off, and then I was like, I don't know if he wants me to leak his last initial.
You've done that on our Twitch before.
That's true.
By accident. But, Noah also did it in another video series that we did. But, hey, you reminded me, when I was with the Stanleys, I took a moment to boast about the fact that my name is on the Parker Solar Probe, which has touched the sun. And my name is on Mars, on the Mars 2020 rover as well. So thank you for reminding me of those things.
Wait, why?
Those are my claim to fame. They just put on they put out these things online. It's like, hey, put your name on this form, and then it goes on a microchip that goes on the
so it is really
spacecraft.
you. It's
Yeah.
not just okay.
Well,
Wow.
I think it's like a bit of data that is my
Right,
name, but regardless,
Oh,
Is
that's
that like a
actually
Patreon tier?
my government taxes pay for that Patreon too.
Sweet.
He won't tell anybody on Earth what his last name is.
That's right.
But any
The
alien
sun
that
knows.
invades us will be
Terrestrial
like, we
beings.
know you.
Yeah, the alien. This past week has been laid back. It's not like bird watching levels of laid back, but it's close. It's
I
just
work too, for the record.
okay. Well, just kind of focusing on being present and connecting with all sorts of people. I spent a little bit of time with Jesse and Noah, taught them how to suture. No one got hurt. No one stabbed themselves with needles.
Yeah, that was intense.
They did a terrible job. But we'll work on it. We'll work on it. There's plenty
Do we
of
have
time.
to? Okay.
And then I met a couple old work friends as well, and we got some barbecue. Apparently, one of our local barbecue places has they sell tacos, and I got a B&B, and I have no idea what that means, but part of it was brisket, and I really enjoyed that, and it was a good price, and it was very good. But that's kind of been the name of the game. Just relaxing, enjoying this time where there's some stillness before in 24 days, I accidentally went to the website today. In 24 days, the match happens, and we find out if young ya
Who
boys...
Michael's gonna marry.
Yeah.
It's an arranged marriage situation, so we'll find out who that will be in 24 days. But we'll figure out more about specialties and where that training will take place in less than 24 days at this time that the show comes out. So.
For reference, he's talking about season 2 of the Beast Games on Amazon TV.
Is he gonna be on it?
Is what he's getting matched for.
I'm up to series 4 of Taskmaster, by the way.
It's a good series.
Slowly progressing. The first 2 series only had 5 episodes or something each, and then eventually they got up to kind of the 8 or 10. So it will take longer from here on out, but it's such a funny show.
Oh, I love
It's
Taskmaster.
funny.
We never explained what it was last time, but
Would you like to? I feel
don't
like it's
even
worth
know.
explaining because if anybody, I guess the Stanleys introduced it to you.
they might be the only other people that listen to the show.
And I was going to say, I don't know who we're explaining it for.
I think we should have Lydia explain
Can
Taskmasters.
you
Yeah,
explain
real
what the
quick.
Taskmaster show is?
No.
Yes, okay.
We did get.
Do you want to? It's a good show. It's worth
For
explaining.
people that don't know, and I think I'll have a horrible explanation, but pretty much a group of 5 comedians somewhere in the UK get together, and they have a taskmaster who's like the main host, and then he has a co-host who actually invented the show. But the whole thing of the taskmastering is there's like 3 or 4 tasks per show, and they're just random. Like, throw this toilet paper from the second story of an airport into a toilet, and person with the most weight of toilet paper in the toilet wins. Or like how many beans are in a can of beans, and you have to count every single one of them. And sometimes there's like secret little hints or things like that, or like get as much water from the bathtub right here into that trash can, but you can't move either one. Stuff like that. It's just like really dumb random stuff. I told Brian it's kind of like the rebellious stuff that you always wanted to do in middle school, but you never actually did. Like, there's been some times that Ben and I were alone in our high school, and it was completely empty, and we were just like, you know what we should do? Actually, let's go home. Stuff like that. And then at the end of the series, they tally up who gets the most points, and that person becomes a winner that gets a molded sculpture of the main host's head. But otherwise, it's really just a pointless show. But I think that's what makes it so addicting to watch, is it's just like, yes, I want to see how many ducks you can hit off of a wall or remove from a wall in the shortest amount of time.
Like live
Rubber
ducks?
ducks.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, PETA wouldn't like that task very much.
Have you watched the series with Joe Wilkinson on it yet?
Don't think so.
Okay, then I won't spoil anything.
Okay.
But he's a hilarious comedian, and he has one of the best moments, I think, in the history of that show. And you'll have to let me know when you get to it, because I feel like you'll know what it is
Okay.
when it happens. It's terrific. So no spoilers.
And I guess the other thing is, Brian taught me this is completely free on YouTube for whatever reason. So that's the, all the more encouragement to watch the show.
Brian's got all the hookups.
Yeah.
Stolen publications.
Yeah.
It's but it's not like illegally posted on YouTube
No.
either. Like Channel 4, which I think is what it airs on in the UK, they posted like a day after it's live in the UK, but it's officially posted, so it's good quality and all that stuff.
You don't even have to feel guilty while you're watching it.
No. And I was watching a Scott Kramer video last night or today, I can't remember when it was. And it was about the Beast Games. And the first comment on it was somebody talking about how they've been watching Taskmaster and how much better it is than the Beast Games.
So now you have to go watch Beast Games, Michael.
Yes.
And give us your comparison
Noah's
between
always
the two.
trying to push me to do something Mr. Beast. Or
That
even is
obsessed
him.
with Mr. Beast.
He is. It's
No,
like-
you.
Yeah,
I'm
you.
not at all. I couldn't even tell
You
you his
ate
real
all of
name.
those candy bars.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
You've given
the
Mr. Beast
obsession
money.
is what we're projecting onto him.
You love Mr. Beast. You talk about him all the time.
He has Crohn's or something, right?
No, I don't know that.
Noah told me that. I don't know.
Another thing you'd like, Michael, Alex Horn, the Taskmaster's assistant,
Yes.
has a YouTube golf channel.
Oh. I didn't
Yeah.
see that
It's
coming.
it's very funny. So
Okay.
I'll have to show it to you.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but it's really good. Anyway, thank you for sharing, Michael.
Yes.
That brings it to me and Lydia. You can go first.
Okay. So I work at a preschool. I part-time teach and part-time do their marketing. And one of the things that I've been working on as their new marketer is a series of overheard preschool quotes.
Oh my gosh, that's
Ooh.
amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty great. And my favorite so far from this week was I walked into the younger kid classroom, which has 2.5 to 4-year-olds. And I said, "Hey friends, good morning, happy Tuesday." And one little girl looks at me, she's 4, she goes, "Happy Doomsday." So,
Calling your parents.
yep,
Yeah. Well, this happens to you often
quite frequently.
outside of preschool too, because we were at a birthday party, and it was for one of the kids that I live with, because I live with a young family.
Oh, yeah.
And he invited his entire preschool, his entire preschool class to come to his birthday party. And a lot of them showed up. And one of them was this, the girl from Monsters, Inc.?
Boo.
Boo.
Yes.
She was Boo. Like, it looked exactly like her. She,
Yes.
like, bounced around. She had a big puffy coat. She had a smile on her face.
Pigtails.
Yeah. Oh my
Everything.
gosh.
Just
Little
the most
eyeballs coming out of the
Yes,
top of
pretty
her.
much.
Exactly.
Just like that.
The most adorable little child you could ever imagine. And Lydia, you were playing some game with her?
Yeah, I was sitting on the couch and she was standing in front of me. And we're kind of playing like a tag, you're it game, but just back and forth. And she stops and she looks at me. She goes, "You're gonna die." And I kind of just laughed it off because I'm not gonna take that one too seriously.
All omens, Lydia.
Well, hold on. Come to find out, her great grandma had just died the night before.
Oh.
So she,
It's
the
fresh in her
topic
mind.
of
That's
topic
like-
of death was just right there.
I'm sure, like, her parents, like, with very good intentions, were like, "It happens
Yes.
to everyone," and
Yeah.
this girl's gonna make sure you know.
You know.
Yeah.
it's
Just so you
coming.
know.
I would have, because I was sitting right next to her when it happened, and my first reaction was like, "No, give us more information. Like, how?
You know
Wait,
something
how?
I don't know.
What's going on?
Look at my palm. What does it say?
The black spot.
Please help us figure out." But you've been posting these quotes.
I have.
Could you read us off just a carousel of?
I would love to.
Can we get I want you to read it off dramatically, and can we add some royalty-free dramatic music as she reads these off?
With no context, we have, "This is just like stitching a human. I'm just a 4-year-old granny, okay?
Whoa.
Student A, are pirates real? Student B, no, they're from the 80s or something.
Oh my gosh.
LimeWire.
Teacher, no one is perfect at everything. Student, have you heard of Simone Biles?
Oh my gosh.
This place smells like grandma. Not my grandma, but someone's grandma. My dad ate dog food once. I'm tired, but I'm handling it. Same kid.
Amen.
And then this last one was said from that same student who said Happy Doomsday to me this morning. She told our director, "Hey, puppy mama."
Oh my gosh.
Kids got riz.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh, preschoolers.
They're something.
They are something.
Gotta love them.
So, like I said, if I don't know if this was cut out, but I mentioned this. A lot of Lydia and I's stories will have a lot of overlap because, much to the annoyance of people who know us, we do pretty much everything together.
We're never apart.
We're never apart. There was like an hour between our jobs ending today because we don't work together. But there's an hour between our jobs ending today where I came here and she went to a different meeting, and we just felt lost. Like a puppy.
That sounds unhealthy.
It is. It's remarkably unhealthy. So now welcome to couples therapy. No,
All right,
just kidding.
Jesse's
Your
leading
moderator. Michael in the corner.
All right, here we go.
Let's psychoanalyze that.
Jesse, let's give us your thoughts on that.
As the oldest and wisest.
That's. I didn't need this. This isn't where I was going with this. Please don't tell me how unhealthy it is. What I was going to say is the story I was going to tell not only includes Lydia in it, but also includes Noah and Jesse, because we recently celebrated a birthday party of one of our friends, Braden.
Yes.
He's been on the podcast. And the party was... What was it?
Huh?
Michael just met him 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's true.
the
My
first
roommate,
time.
Braden.
Oh, yeah. I met them once.
You're part of this story now.
We're all five here. They love doing murder mystery parties, and it's the second time we've done one now. So we got to participate in a 1920s speakeasy themed murder mystery, and I had a lot of fun. It was a blast to dress up. I think there's photos of all of us that we can put on the website.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
I will do that.
Oh, thank you, Michael. In our themed attire, I was Jimmy the Weasel Smith. Emphasis on the weasel.
Emphasis on Smith.
Emphasis on Smith. Jimmy, not important. And my character was good friends with Noah's character, who was a horse race fixer, I think.
I was just a bookie. I didn't fix the races. That was Big Tim or
It
whatever.
was Fat Stan.
Fat Stan.
Tim.
And then Lydia was a flapper dancer named Phyllis.
Indeed, I was.
And she had to do a performance.
Yeah, I did.
And then audition for
Twice.
you auditioned. You did two performances. That's right.
Yes.
She had to audition for a bigger role in the show.
And I got it.
Yep.
Yeah,
and,
but
and
tell
she
us-
nailed it.
Yeah.
Tell us what your talent was when you did the big audition.
Yeah, I'd love to. So, as Ben said, this is a 1920s speakeasy themed murder mystery. So there's three of us that were auditioning. The first gal did some twists in her flapper dress and a few, high kicks. Woohoo! Second gal.
Everybody does high
Ah.
kicks.
Yeah. So the second gal sang an old song and did a little nice ballad dance. And then I played the Cupid Shuffle on my phone, and I did the worm.
Yeah.
So ahead of your time.
Yes. Phyllis was.
So if you want to get a job in a 1920s speakeasy,
Do the worm.
do the worm to the
To
Cupid,
the Cupid Shuffle. That's the key here.
That is the key.
Can we get a live demo of that?
Yeah.
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 But audio
Thump,
only.
thump.
Audio only experience. There it is. And then Jesse, remind me your character's name.
Reno.
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 That's
Whoa,
right.
from Anything Goes?
She was the
Anything
prohibitionist.
I was an undercover
Sweeney?
No, you're right. I was an undercover prohibitionist, and my goal the whole night was just to secretly steal everyone's alcohol. I don't know.
Did you succeed?
What?
Did you succeed?
No, I bought as much as I could from the bartender, and I only had like $10. And then I saw how much alcohol he had, and I was like, "There's no way I can steal all of this." But I will say, like, I think I play murder mystery games kind of like I do escape rooms, where like I float around, and I sometimes will like help, but I don't know.
I
By the
saw
end of
her
it, I
at
was
one
like, I don't know
point.
who
She was in a
killed me.
corner petting the dog with the dog fully across her lap. And I think she was
I
there
was there
for
for
a while.
quite a while, but
Well, that's what
Yeah.
I was about to say. Was we all just listed out like who we are, what we did in this murder mystery. None of it was connected to the murder in
murder.
any
No.
way.
I spent zero time trying to solve the murder.
You were
'cause-
just trying to get people to give you money.
yeah, I had the most money at one point in the night until someone figured out which horse to bet on, and then I had to give them most of my money. But I like
Yeah, how did
about
somebody do
2
that?
hours
Oh,
in, I
no.
was like, I have made no progress on who the murderer is, but I have like $500 in my pocket.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't really care.
Yeah. I was supposedly the person who was murdered, their like best friend. Very unconcerned
Yeah,
with
you
the
were
fact
not.
that he had just been shot.
You did not
I was also trying to, like, my main objective was solve the murder, but that was everybody's main objective. Second main objective was help Sammy Snake Eyes raise custom for the horse race, which you were Sammy Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
Right? So
I didn't really want to work with you. I kind of suspected I did not give you the information you probably needed then, because I thought you were trying to double cross me.
no. Did you read your pamphlet?
I
that thing was so long.
yeah,
was
it
very
was
long.
really long.
Was I the only one who read their pamphlet?
I read mine.
Okay.
I read mine too, but I had a lot of extra like
Didn't retain
bookkeeping
it.
to do.
That's fair. I had a very simple job, which was just to walk around like a gangster. A 1920s gangster, be like, hey, did you bet on that horse race yet? Hey, good. Got to bet on old Cupid Shuffle or whatever the horse's names were.
It's Lake Superior.
Like, well, that was the horse that won. I was supposed
Yeah.
to tell people not to bet on that horse. I told you to bet
You
on that
told me
horse
to bet on that horse.
because our characters were in cahoots with each other, and we ended up engaged
Yeah, we did.
in the game by the end of the night.
Yep.
Yeah, not
Only
in real
in
life.
the game.
Only in the game, not in real life. And then many people thought we were engaged in real life.
At least 5 of them.
Yeah, there was a whole circle. They
Jesse
were like-
included.
Yeah.
I did do a double take. I was like, wait, is this real or?
Well, because you're given like a packet of belongings, and one of the belongings was like, "Oh, you have an engagement ring. You can either propose to Phyllis or somebody else." And I was like, "Okay, I feel like that would cause long sleepless nights
Propose
of,
to Phyllis.
of if I proposed to somebody else." That would just-
Sammy Snake Eyes, your best friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would have been
That
cute.
part,
Aw. But then I was like, we have a fake engagement ring in my basement because Lydia and I like going to open houses and pretending we're engaged. So I just went and grabbed that fake engagement ring, and it fooled a lot of people. The $9 ring from Walmart.
And there's a lesson there.
You don't need to spend more than $9 on an engagement ring.
Nope.
We've talked about it.
And the good news is I haven't. So, yeah, but ultimately, who was the murderer? I can't remember. I think it was Al.
It was out. It was, yeah.
I didn't know who that
Noah-
guy was. And
Yeah,
I never
um,
found out.
Noah. Other Noah.
Another
There's
Noah.
an-
There were
another
3
Noah.
Noahs there.
There were.
Oh yeah.
2 Abbeys and 2 Bens.
Yep.
No, 3 Abbeys.
Yes,
There
there
were
were
3.
3 Abbeys. I didn't talk. I only talked to 2 of them.
Do we need to worry that there's like a hurricane outside right now?
Probably.
It's really windy.
Yeah, it's super
I'm sure it's not
windy.
picking up on the mics, but yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I feel like we're in the middle.
You can stick a mic outside the door.
in Alaska.
We
Okay.
could just dub in some wind. But yeah, those are all of our weekly updates. Thank you all so much for sharing. It was great to hear about your days, your bird watching, your task mastering,
Yes.
Being hit on.
being hit
My
on
romantic
Hit on.
encounters.
by a bartender, the preschool stories. It was good to catch up with you guys all in one place. Speaking of catching up with people, do we have any reviews to go over?
I have 2
Ooh.
pieces of reviews / feedback. The first one, I just want to shout out. one of the listeners of our show. We were asking if we do have any listeners outside of Brian and Caitlin. I do know of several. We did get 20 listens on our last episode, so that's pretty exciting. But I wanted to shout out our friend Ainsley, who I was
Hi,
Ainsley.
playing guitar with this week, and she said that she has a specific playlist of her favorite Noodles at Noon episodes,
Aw.
Nice.
which I thought was really
Please
nice.
share.
So
Yeah, share
yeah.
it.
If you listen to this episode, we would love to see that list because I would be curious to know.
I'd be curious to know how many episodes are on the playlist, and if it is just like episode 1.
Yeah,
and
it's
then-
just episode
that's the entire playlist.
But yeah, the day that I saw her was the day the last episode came out, so I guess it was a couple weeks ago. But she was very excited that there was going to be a new episode. So shout out Ainsley, devoted listener.
Yes.
Our other piece of feedback is from last week's Michael and Caitlin drama.
Whoa, hold on. There is no drama.
So I asked Caitlin in the Discord after last episode aired what she thought about Michael living there, and like if it was really okay. So she I said I would like to hear Caitlin's perspective on living with Brian and Michael for a month. So not just Michael, but living with the combination of Brian and Michael. Caitlin said Michael was a lovely house guest, 5 stars, would recommend him to future hosts. And then there's an asterisk that says this review does not reflect the opinions or position of Gizmo Stanley, the cat. So
Yeah. How dare you, Michael?
Yeah.
I also want to point out it doesn't say that she would welcome him into their home again.
just someone
It's just
else.
like I would happily recommend
Please
other
take him.
people to keep it, but not us.
I think that
That's a good
just
point.
happens like, yeah, when 2 friends get together and then there's a wife and then
Are you speaking from
are you-
experience?
Yeah.
I mean,
What are you
As-
implying, Jesse?
As someone who's been to your house several times.
no, I Michael, you're welcome back here anytime.
oh, okay, I'm sure.
Not
I don't think
overnight.
your neighbor agrees. but-
Yeah, he left. It's okay.
Oh. He left.
We kicked him out. We're like, no, Michael can't stand you parking in this sort of handicap spot.
Big time. Do
Outta
not
here,
park
guy.
handicap spot.
Yeah.
Not to make this about me. Am I welcome back, or was that just Michael?
I mean, you have a key, so.
Oh, that's true.
Wow.
No, he doesn't. I don't
Oh.
even have a key, so.
What?
Oh, I
She
have
has
a
to
key.
call me to come let her into the house.
I have a key.
Yikes.
Don't
Okay.
Well, thank you so much to Ainsley for having a playlist of your favorite episodes. That's awesome. And to Caitlin for letting us know just how excellent of a guest Michael is. I think Michael would be a good guest. I mean, he did throw a shoe at your lamp earlier.
He did. He hit the lamp.
Excuse me?
Uh-oh.
Tell
What happened?
Don't
Nothing-
tell them.
Nothing new.
We'll talk
Michael,
about it.
2 stars.
The lamp's fine. It just rocked for a second.
I think you should microwave his crock now.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was the crock that he threw out. Yeah, so.
See?
I feel like that would ruin the microwave. Like I feel like it would smell like Michael's feet. Everything you cook.
How many of Michael's belongings can we microwave? That's our next
It's
episode.
a fun
New
game.
game.
It's like will it blend?
Yeah.
But will it microwave
Will Michael's stuff
Michael's
microwave?
belongings edition?
How mad will Michael be?
Moving right along, because I hear we have some excellent games to participate in for this episode.
Yes, games, indeed, games. The noun to mean activities that you do.
He's
for
making up
fun.
this game on the spot right now.
He
Guys,
is
I
not
need a
creating
couple
it.
seconds. Can you give me? Hold on, I just gotta find this. All right, I have a slideshow.
Ooh.
Which is
Oh.
great for an
For our
audio
listeners?
podcast. New slideshow. I feel like my 60-year-old professors that don't know how to operate a slideshow. We're playing a game that we've all played before. Not all of us at all, actually. Half of us have played
Oh.
before. Called This Is Not N-O-T in bold and capital letters at WWE PPV. Little known fact, we played this game a while ago. I wasn't on the show when it happened, but I sent in a slideshow. And it's the exact same game. Same answers and everything. So
Oh,
it's not.
amazing.
Oh, good. It's testing my memory.
The This has been revamped. Now, it's a slideshow because if you're like me, you can't remember 4 things at the same time. So from the top, make it drop. Here we go. What is not a WWE pay-per-view? Is it A, or 1, Forbidden Door, 2, Survivor Series, 3, Saturday Night Main Event, or 4, TLC, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs? And we'll start far side of the room and work toward, I guess, each round. Not.
What is WWE?
Oh, World Wrestling Entertainment.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I'm confused
Except
about
it
the
doesn't
tables,
stand for that
ladders, and
anymore.
chairs. Oh,
It
it's
does.
chairs that you
WWE.
smack.
What?
It doesn't stand for anything anymore.
Women.
I don't know what you're
will
saying.
Excel.
Is that
What?
a Vince McMahon joke?
It used to stand for World Wrestling Entertainment, but now it just stands for nothing.
I don't know what
that
he's
doesn't
saying.
make no sense. Okay, my answer. My answer is Forbidden Door is
Okay,
not.
Forbidden Door from Jesse. Noah, what is not NOT?
Are these the exact same questions as before?
That wasn't
Nope.
his question.
Huh. Okay. 'Cause I remember some of these. I'm
I
gonna
think-
go.
A couple might have shown up again. I tried not to, but
I'm gonna go Saturday Night Main Event.
Saturday Night Main Event. Lydia.
Do I have to give a different answer?
No.
Also Saturday Night Main
Okay,
Event.
Saturday Night.
I'm gonna go Survivor Series because that's just a different TV show.
Oh,
It's just Survivor.
I see. Well, the correct answer here is boom, Forbidden
Oh.
Door.
Oh,
Good job, Jesse.
So most of these, the other answer is for the All Elite Wrestling promotion.
Oh my gosh.
So I won't repeat that multiple times. But that is not a WWE pay-per-view.
Didn't even make up the wrong answers. They're
Correct.
just other wrestling
Correct.
events.
I didn't have time for that.
Are you keeping track of scores?
I'm about to once
Okay,
I
great.
touch this thing.
It's exciting for me.
And cool. Okay. Which is not a WWE pay-per-view. Should we work the same direction or do you want to go anti-direction? Anti-direction? Anti. Okay. Payback. Battleground. Extreme Rules or Full Gear. Ben, starting with you, which is not NOT, WWE Main Event. Sorry, pay-per-view.
Yeah, pay-per-view.
Freudian slip. That was almost dangerous.
I'm gonna go with Battleground
Battleground.
based on no evidence.
Lydia.
I'm gonna go with Extreme Rules.
Extreme Rules. All right, Noah.
I'm thinking Full Gear because that doesn't make any sense. You don't wrestle in gear. You wrestle in your shorts.
You actually wrestle in wrestling gear, but Jesse, go on.
Well, I feel like I have to choose the last one, but I was going to say Payback.
And the correct answer here is Full Gear.
Noah.
The Metzger. Oh, sorry. The folks on the far couch leading the game.
Yeah, Jesse and I watch a lot of WWE.
Clearly.
Yes.
I just forgot what it was.
I tried to make Brian watch some with me. He goes, I don't know any of the modern wrestlers. And he names like half the active roster. He's like, Sheamus, Randy Orton. I'm like, dude, you totally know what we're talking about. Joey
So proud of
Logano. Joey Logano. Kyle Busch. Round 3. Not a pay-per-view. We'll start with Jesse this time. Is it Invasion? Insurrection with an X. Overthrown or Insurgents?
Invasion.
Invasion, Noah.
I'm gonna go Invasion too. Good answer. Good answer.
Lydia.
Insurgents.
Insurgents. Okay.
I'm gonna go Insurrection with an X.
Boy, that's tough.
Oh,
It is none other than
Lydia.
Insurgents.
Oh.
Thank you.
So, to recap the
Thank you.
scores, we've got Jesse with a point, Noah with a point, Lydia with a point. Moving into round 4, there were 5 rounds.
Perfect.
Round 4, not a
Ooh.
pay-per-view. No Way Out. Fight for the Fallen. Breaking Point or Bragging Rights. Where are we starting, Ben?
I'm gonna go with Breaking Point.
Okay.
And for a bonus point, I'm gonna say that you made this one up, and it's not just an AEW thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm inventing a way to get a bonus point.
Okay.
Trying to catch up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Fight for the Fallen.
Fight for the Fallen.
I'm gonna go.
He's not paying attention.
Who
He's
are you
on his
texting?
phone.
We're all here. I just sent a picture into the hashtag the nudist.
Oh,
Oh,
I just got it.
I'm gonna go. No Way Out.
Oh, that was going to be mine. Because I was going to be like, Spider-Man, No Way Out.
It can still be yours. But
Okay, I'll take number 1.
No way out. Okay.
Get ready, Jesse,
And the
we're
answer
so
is
right.
Fight for the Fallen.
Lydia is
that's-
crushing this.
Lydia now leads with 2 points, leading into the final round, which is worth.
1,000.
Which is
Should it be 2 points? 2
Ooh,
points.
scary.
Whoa.
2 points. Which one is IS?
Oh.
A WWE pay-per-view. So only one is the correct answer here. We have All In, All Out, Wrestle Dream, Fighter Fest, or King of the Ring. Starting with Jesse.
Wrestle Dream.
Wrestle Dream. Noah.
I really want Fighter Fest to be real as an allusion to Fire Fest, so I'm going to go Fighter
Speaking
Fest.
of, I heard tickets are on sale for the second Fire Fest.
Fire Fest 2?
I think that's real.
I think it
Lydia.
is.
King of the Ring.
King of the Ring.
Okay. I'm going to go with All Out. Not All In. I'm going all in on All Out.
And the correct answer for 2 points, which would be all of the marbles for whoever wins it, is going to the King of the Ring.
Lydia! Lydia's a king.
Oh my
Queen
gosh.
of the Ring.
Lydia's name will
Amazing.
now forever be enshrined on noodlespodcast.com/games.
Noodlespodcast.com
that
/games.
where this is?
Oh, no. Oh.
Is that where the
Do it.
spreadsheet is?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
She's 1 for 1 in her career.
Heck yeah.
100%.
Come on.
100%.
She's killing it.
Well, there is another game, so
Is
I
it
don't know.
Indiana
Dun,
Jones
dun,
and the Circle of
dun.
what's the game?
The big circle.
The Big Circle.
The great circle.
The Great Circle.
The big ball. Indiana Jones and the big ball.
I'm sorry.
Pardon?
Just one?
Benjamin.
All right.
Okay, Jesse has just pulled out a fedora full of pieces of paper a la charades, along with a lined notebook,
Oh my
a
gosh.
separate piece
Oh,
of paper,
boy.
another separate
Oh,
piece
it's
of
like
paper, and a
aged
pencil.
looking pieces of paper.
Yeah.
sorry, this piece of paper is completely unrelated.
Oh man.
It's the
Grocery
bartender's
list.
number.
He's very elderly. Okay. Are you done now, Michael?
done.
Okay, sorry. I didn't know if you had like a
Thank you for preparing that
follow-up.
game, Michael.
Thank you, Michael. You can whip that out in another like few years. I just realized this is the 5th year of Noodles at Noon.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Like you guys started in 2020 during the pandemic, right?
Mhm.
August 2020, yeah.
We should do some kind of 5-year celebration. But that's wild
sweet.
that this has been 5 years.
We should fly Brian and
congrats.
Caitlin out
Yeah.
Oh.
You can
and
pay
lock
for it.
them in our
Yeah.
basement. Hey, I paid for the website all these years.
That's true. I will buy them each a one-way ticket. I will fly you out here and not back.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know how this is going to go. I invented this game yesterday, and I think I had really big dreams, and now I'm like, oh, okay, this is actually going to be kind of hard. So I'm a handwritten person, so I do not have any technology with me. I have my handwritten answers, and I have handwritten cards inside a hat. Okay, so this game is called Englishisms. I have found 20 plus words or very short phrases from other from countries that their dominant or their secondary language is English.
Okay. Yeah. mhm.
Okay. I wish I couldn't
It's not
see your
you.
faces.
Yeah, we
okay?
were chuckling about something else.
Okay,
Completely
it's hard being in
unrelated.
the same room as everyone because I see everyone's expressions and I'm now self-conscious. Okay, so we have 3 different rounds. The first round is kind of going to be similar to what we did for the WWE game. But instead of having a list of 4 options for you to choose from, you're going to choose the 4 options. You're going to read the word on your card. I'm going to read one definition, and then you each get to decide whose card is the actual word with the definition.
Okay.
Does that
So
make sense?
it's like
Yes.
reverse balderdash.
I don't know. I don't know. So let's just go ahead and start. These are not secret. I just put them in a hat so we could pass it around. So draw one.
Should we each take a certain number?
Nope, just draw one for
Oh,
now.
okay.
And we'll
That
keep
was
passing them back.
Actually, the direction she had said
was the
before you
exact
asked
direction
that.
Okay.
was
no,
please
it's just
draw
about
one.
efficiency. So I appreciate your clarifying questions.
Wait, is this a real word?
Okay, so yeah, all these words I will say a qualifying statement while you're all reading your words. I got these mostly on the internet. Some of them I know. Some of them are easy. Some of them you probably know. But some of them are probably unfamiliar, and they were unfamiliar to me. There is one, I'll give you a hint. There's one in here that's a South African phrase that tonight when I was hanging out with my friend from South Africa, she said she'd never heard of. So, well, so they might be really specific regional words. I don't know. So let's just start by each of you. Just read the word on your paper. Start with Noah.
Ocker.
Watch your mouth, boy.
Manky.
Crack.
Kip.
What?
Kip.
Okay.
KIP.
Okay. So now I'm going to ask you which one of those so we'll go one at a time and again starting with Noah. Which one is a word for dirty or gross? Noah, which one do you think? Do you want to read them again?
So I have to pick one of these 4 words?
Yep. We had ocker, manky, kip, and crack.
I think manky.
Okay, Noah says manky.
I was going to go with Manky too.
Manky.
So I was also going to say manky.
Great.
Yeah.
I probably would have too, but I want to be different. What do you have?
I have crack.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Love crack.
Crack. Okay, good job, guys. Manky is an Irish phrase meaning dirty or gross. So I'm giving everyone a point except Michael, but I appreciate Michael's desire to be different.
It's Irish. So the reason I knew that was because that Australian channel that I watch a lot, he uses it.
Yeah,
The
I think a
yelling
lot of
Australian
these
man.
kind of travel, like in the UK, through
Uh-huh.
the UK and Australia. So if you're a listener from a country where you say this, and I'm
Stuffity.
saying it doesn't belong to your country, I'm sorry. But yes, good job, Manky. Ocker is an Australian term to mean tough guy or like a manly man. Kip. Does anyone know kip?
It means to jump.
From
Jump.
Napoleon Dynamite?
Jump from your back.
The UK, that one is to nap. A kip is a nap.
Oh.
Aw.
And then crack. Noah, do you remember crack?
That's Irish, right?
Yeah, it's Irish for
Crack.
fun.
Like,
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Have some
crack.
good crack. Okay, now we're gonna do this like 2 more times. So yeah, draw a new one. Keep the old one. Frame it.
We'll sell these pieces of paper
Okay.
to our listeners.
Noodlespodcast.com.
Noodlespodcast.com.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Let's start with Michael. What was your
I
word?
forgot.
It's upside down.
Zesser?
Zesser.
Zesser?
Zesser.
Okay.
I have knackered.
Runners.
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 Okay.
I've heard that word before, actually. Like, oh, look at those runners.
those runners.
Going down the street.
They're running.
Running down
running.
the street.
Mine is loony.
Loony. Okay.
Ah. Sorry.
Ooh.
Hey,
Do
I've
people
heard
know
of
what
that.
loony
Hey,
means?
hey.
Shh, shh, shh,
You look
shh.
excited.
Yeah, I think I know.
Okay. Then I'm not. Okay. Which one means?
I don't know. I don't speak Morse code.
I don't know. Which one is the dollar coin from Canada?
Pick me.
Pick Michael.
Looney.
Okay, shoot. I shouldn't have picked Michael first.
Oh,
Now
maybe
I'm
don't.
giving it away.
And isn't
It
this
is the loony.
second, if it's $2, isn't it a toonie?
A toonie.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is,
I was
yeah.
going to say knackered, but after Michael did that, I'm going to go with loony.
Okay, great. This game is going so well. Everyone knows it. And do you know why it's called a loony?
Because of the bird
The
on
duck. Yeah.
It's a loon.
Well,
Lydia just is really obsessed with ducks.
We do
so
love
it's
I
all
do
right.
love ducks.
Okay, we're going to do this same round. Oh, wait, no. I'm going to tell you the other things.
Because of the duck.
Okay, bring it back. Bring
Okay,
it back.
runners. What are runners?
Cool
That's something
runnings,
you
man.
put on a table. I don't
A-
know.
a
In
table runner.
Canada,
Yes,
the
yes,
Canadian
yes.
term for runners means
Is like shoes?
Shoes,
Yeah.
sneakers,
I was going to say
sneakers.
shoes are like shorts.
Okay, and then we got loony. The other one, zesser. This
That
one
one
I
I
had
know,
never
yeah.
heard of. This is a Trinidadian
Oh.
Caribbean word meaning a show off.
Ooh.
Oh,
He's a
I was
zesser.
Down be such a
I was-
zessa.
Okay.
I was going to say like something like extravagant or whatever, but
Wow. Okay. I missed one. No, I didn't.
knackered.
Knackered. Noah, you know this from Dairy Girls?
Does it mean drunk?
Nah, it means really tired.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Knackered. Okay, we're going to do this same round one more time, and then I'm going to change the rules a little bit, and we're going to do
Okay.
something different.
New rules.
Okay, same thing again.
Ooh, this is a good word. Can I read my word?
Go ahead, Noah. Start us off.
My word is Scroggin.
Ooh.
I played that game on the computer.
I have the word sarmy.
I have jandals.
From Lord of the Rings.
Jean sandals.
Taking the Mickey.
All right. Okay, so we have Scroggin, Taking the Mickey, Jandals, and Sarmy. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one means sandwich? Let's start with Lydia.
I'm going to go with sarmy.
Okay, Ben.
I'm going to go with jandals. I'm going to go, with my own.
I forgot what Noah has.
Scroggin.
Oh, heck yeah, Scroggin.
I feel like Sarmy is a safe bet, and I'm a man of safe bets, so I will pick Sarmy.
Yeah. Sheeple. It is Sarmy. That's supposedly the South African one that is not actually true. Or at least not true to the part that my friend lived in. But anyone have a guess of what Scroggin means? It's a New Zealandish term.
It's
Scroggin.
it's one of these, isn't it? This is a scroggin.
No. What do you
Holding up
describe
a
to
head
the listeners
massager.
what you're holding?
I'm holding up a head scratcher that I just pulled out of Noah and Jesse's.
Scratching your noggin.
Scroggin your noggin, yeah.
No, Scroggin. I think I've heard it called gorp in the United States.
Good old raisins and peanuts.
It's like trail mix. Scroggin.
Oh.
Gorp.
Yep. Okay, Michael, do you know what
That
taking
sounds
the
less
Mickey
real.
means?
Yeah, it's like the A train. It's like da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
Is it like joking with somebody?
It's to make fun of someone in a fun way. And then the last one, oh yeah, jandals.
It's jandals.
It's another New Zealand term.
For sandals?
Yeah, flip-flops.
For
Ben,
Really?
you're crushing it.
They're denim
Yes.
sandals. They're like jean sandals.
That's what I
Yeah.
said.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. We're going to listen back and hear we all made the same jokes at different
It's
times.
hard when I'm not wearing headphones. Lydia's so far away from me.
Okay, now take one more paper. We're going to read it out, but this time, instead of me giving you a definition, you're going to just... Oh, I am going to give you the definition of your word, but you're going to tell me where you think it's from. Like
Ooh,
what
I like that.
country it's from.
hashtag grateful.
And it may or may not be accurate, but we're just going to go with my answer sheet. Okay, Ben, what's your word?
Capsicum?
Yes. Does anyone know what that means?
It's Capri Sun.
Okay.
It's
That's
American
like what you do at
juice.
the end of your schooling.
I
right?
thought it was a
Like
zodiac
big
sign.
project.
It's-
Capstone?
I thought it was the spicy stuff in peppers.
Capsaicin.
It means bell pepper.
Oh.
It's actually
like
the
capsaicin.
scientific name for bell pepper, but some countries
Wait.
use it to...
Yeah.
Okay, do you know which countries? Or country? I'll take one. Or
I mean, I was going to say Australia, but...
ding, ding, ding.
Great.
Australia and New Zealand call them capsicum.
I
Okay.
thought capsicum was a zodiac.
Did you do that on purpose?
Podcast.com.
So good.
Noodlespodcast.com.
Podcast.com.
You thought nobody would hear it.
Michael, okay, then you get to go next. What's your word?
Bonnet.
Okay.
Bonnet.
Actually,
Hood of a car. England.
boom, Michael gets 2 points for confidence.
It's
okay.
pronounced bonnet.
Yes, and the trunk of the car,
The boot.
the boot.
The boot.
The bonnet
All right.
and the boot. That's
Lydia,
my
what do you
my
got? What do you
club.
got?
I got piddling.
Piddlin.
It's like when you don't make it to the bathroom.
It means
That's what
forgot,
Pickles
now
does
it's my turn.
inside.
Yeah.
It means to waste time or kind of be a lazy worker.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go with I don't know. The UK.
This one's kind of a trick one. It's like a deep south phrase from the US of A.
Oh.
Sorry, Lydia, we tricked you. But it is an English-speaking country. So.
This is the first time she's been on.
I'm so sorry. She won the last one. She's like
It's
a pro
true.
wrestler. Okay.
If things had gone differently, the United States would be part of the United Kingdom.
That's true. Y'all had too much sweet tea. Now you're piddling.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Noah, what do you got?
I got Ute.
That's
Oh.
Australian, I believe, for
A truck.
a truck or like a utility vehicle.
Yeah. Y'all are just crushing the heck out of this game. Good job.
We know our entomology.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've been keeping track of points properly. It doesn't matter. Okay, we have one final round. But this round, take a piece of paper. This
Ooh, there's an
time
extra.
you have to make a sentence using the word properly, and I will award you a point if I feel like you know what it means. Okay, clearly Lydia's got it. Okay.
Yeah, we know what this word means.
Oh, I know what you have.
Uh-oh.
I know what word you have now. Okay. Okay, no, shush.
I kind of missed the rules for this one.
Okay.
What's happening?
So
I
just
was fixated on
don't
that.
even read your word out loud to me. Just say a sentence including the word, making it clear that you know what the word means. And if you don't, just make it up. But I wonder if actually most of you know it. Who wants to go first? Lydia.
I think Lydia should go first.
I think Lydia should go first.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
After Jimmy and Phyllis were engaged, they went to have a snog.
Oh,
Okay.
that's like a little
Snog.
type of pudding, right?
Yeah, they had pudding. I'm giving Lydia a point for snogging. Good
Yeah.
job. I think everyone probably knows what that means, yeah?
Yeah.
It's just kissing.
We've all read
just
Harry
kissing.
Potter.
Just a good old kiss.
Just a little kiss like in Harry Potter. A lot of snogging in book 5, am I right?
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
Am I right?
All right, Noah.
All right. This is another deep south kind of word. Like, girl, why you sitting there when I want to sit down and watch TV shows in my favorite church?
His word is chur, C-H-U-R. Okay, Noah does not get a point. This is a New Zealand term that's like, it means thanks or cool or awesome. It's just like a universal kind of
That's
Chur.
the chur.
chur.
That's the sound of the bird that you saw,
Yeah,
right?
that was my chickadee impression. Okay, sorry, Noah, but good try. All right, who's up? Ben?
Mine's a Canadian word.
A.
And it's for when it's finally nice enough to go back outside, and it's a winter activity, and you go, oh, it's finally nice to go outside, eh? And I go, it's ski. It's a ski.
E-S-K-Y. Esky.
Ski.
Sorry, Ben. Esky is an Australian term for a drink cooler.
Oh.
You put your beers in the
Like an
esky.
Eskimo.
Oh.
Well, not like
What?
That
the same like.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, I see what you're
Like
saying.
an igloo
Okay, I'm
cooler
sorry.
or
I
Eskimo.
Yeah.
right over my head.
Well, because that channel that I watch with the Australian dude, he says like the way you get Australian words is you just
Add a Y.
shorten
yeah. Oh, okay.
shorten a word and add a Y.
Yeah.
So if it was like with the igloo, you're saying like Eskimo. It's an
Esky,
esky.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, smart. Yeah. And like my name, Jessy, very popular in
Jessie.
Australia.
Yeah.
Thank you for pronouncing it, Ben.
Jesky.
Jesky. All right.
Jetski. That's what I call it.
Michael.
Noah stole my gag. I was going
Okay.
to say something about barn animals.
Do it.
But
Oh,
instead I
what?
won't. Anyway, this is a word to describe wood sculptures of stacked, carefully balanced objects. I was walking down the street and I saw that beautiful bairn on the side of the road.
But
I think if you would
Bairn.
start this with the C, C-A-I-R-N, I believe that is a name for a carefully balanced rock sculpture.
Right.
So
It
I'm
is.
saying
Yeah.
out of wood is a bairn because it's
Oh.
blocks.
Okay.
Well, bairn.
Okay, anyone know what bairn means? Sorry, no points for Michael.
It's when you can't give birth.
Oh no.
What?
Cut that out. No, this is
Yeah,
a,
no, cut that out.
Scottish term for child. The wee bairn.
Oh, so I was kind of right.
No,
You're
it's
the opposite of what Noah
said.
said.
Oops.
Okay, so we have to have a tiebreaker between Lydia and Noah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wait,
There's
Whoever
should be
can
two
do the
more
better
words.
worm.
I think there's one more word.
Okay, one more word. I want it. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Okay, so I'm going to look at the word secretly. Oh.
And you have to guess what
Oh!
the word is.
And can Michael be on Noah's team and I'll be
No,
on
No.
Lydia's team?
No,
And
no,
we
no.
can,
You
like-
had your chance. You had your chance.
No, I'm not saying to win, but we can help. If
No,
we
no,
think we know-
no.
Okay.
This is Lydia's brain versus Noah's brain. This one is actually a good one to end on. The word is bunny hug.
Aw.
Bunny hug. If you got a definition, you don't need a sentence. You can if you want. Bunny hug. It's not an American term.
This is like butterfly kisses with
Oh,
your
that's sweet.
eyelashes. It's a way of hugging a person in a non-traditional way. I'm going to go with fingers, like intertwining your fingers in a little bunny hug.
Okay, Lydia.
Okay. I was gonna say it's a term of endearment, like sweetie or honey.
Bunny hug.
Bunny hug.
This is a term specific to Saskatchewan, Canada for a hoodie or a sweatshirt. A
What?
bunny hug. Yeah, if you Google bunny hug,
It's a jumper.
that is what. Yeah, jumper was another alternative. Okay,
Oh, because it's like a bunny's hugging you.
so
Yeah.
That's cute.
term of endearment or an unusual way of hooking your fingers together. Shoot. How do I give
That wasn't
points?
much of a tiebreaker.
Mine was like about hugging, and a sweater hugs you. A sweater's like the hug that hugs back.
Goldfish.
Yeah. Like a goldfish.
Okay. I like Noah's reasoning, but I like the idea of Lydia winning both games tonight. So we're going to give Lydia the Englishisms crown. But good job. Everyone
you.
did really well. So
Is the crown the
amazing.
hat?
Ta-da,
Ooh.
crown. Put that hat right on.
E.
It did not get washed after I got it. Actually, that
Yeet,
looks really good.
doggy.
on you.
Okay.
It takes it right away.
All
I'll
right.
have that human
Uh,
pediculosis on the side. What?
Well, congratulations, Lydia, on winning both games
Thank
in
you.
your inaugural episode
Thank
of
you.
Noodles at Noon. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
I'd like to thank my mom. Yep, that's all.
Shout out Cindy.
Shout out Cindy.
Shout out Cindy. Good job, Cindy. You did it.
Do
Yay!
you think Cindy will listen to this?
For sure.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
great.
so sweet.
And congratulations, you guys, on participating. Michael for preparing a great game. Jesse for preparing a great game. Noah and I, we were present.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
were.
almost won a
Sourcing.
game. I didn't really
Noah
do much.
made brownies.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
there's brownies and
Yeah.
ice cream.
All the listeners.
And ice cream?
Oh.
Mhm.
And ice
What?
cream.
What?
Homemade.
And he downloaded video games for us to play.
No, I
Oh my
bought
gosh.
them legally for
Oh,
us to
never
play.
mind.
Hundreds of dollars.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, cool. And congratulations to all of you because we're all winners here at Noodles at Noon. So thank you all so much for listening, and we'll see you next time. Okay, bye.
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 Noodlespodcast.com.
Podcast.com.
Podcast.org.
Oh.
When they sing hi ho, it's off to work we go, they're coming home from work.
Oh.
Well, they work from home.
Why is that? Maybe in the modern remake they'll be Bitcoin miners.
Yeah.
Oh no.